so we have here the defending champion, Chaos, also known as Courtney. And we have the potential champion here, Chris Brown, the official Chris Brown, also known as Nemisis.
Potential challenger if he turns up.
Challenger.
So,
how did this fight come about? I mean, did he call you out? Did you call him out?
you want to take this one or should I? Alright, so back at the 2022 camp, after I beat Zach to secure my second championship win, immediately after, Chris's words were, and I quote these directly, no paraphrasing, "I'll wrestle him next camp and I'll beat him." Of course, that didn't quite happen last year, at last year's camp. Yeah, last year's camp, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's right, still last year's camp.
Yeah.
Matt Han also called me out after Chris did, so I wrestled Matt Han, just Matt Han last year. But I think it works out well that Chris and I wrestle next year at camp, end of February,
What did you
at
think?
the same ground that he called me out.
So, what did you think when he called you out?
Well, initially I thought that would be it, actually. Before he said anything, or anyone said anything, I actually thought that this was it, like, after Zach, who else is there? But, this is sincere and honest. As soon as I heard both those call-outs, more so Chris's than Matt's, I took it pretty seriously, and so I invited him over to train, and then eventually he made his way to his own gyms in Soul Fighters and Saltwater, or wherever it's called, Old Bar. But I transitioned to training Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu to catch wrestling with some friends of mine, and that's changed and elevated my game.
So, why did you call out the defending Grappling Ministries champion, Chris?
Well, the other part of the other side, I guess, of that statement was, I'll fight him and I'll win. Also, I will say this only for today, and then I'm never going to speak about this again and pretend it didn't happen. To which I then proceeded for probably like 6 months, just very much denying I ever said anything like that. Because I believe the words are, I'll be in his head rent free, something like that. So,
I've heard those words.
yeah, so I thought it was a good laugh, but I also did want to get into grappling anyway. So, why not?
Okay. So you guys have trained together, and you do sometimes train together. Is there any beef though? Is there any actual beef?
No, that's all good. It's not, training's not malicious. We go hard, we're not trying to hurt each other. Yes. So initially after that camp, so 2022, we did train a lot in my shed gym for a while, probably good like 4 or 6 months, something like that, before he transitioned to in town.
Because I need to do stand up, because when you start training jits, you don't really do too much stand up. They don't encourage wrestling to start with.
Because it's too hard. It doesn't sell. Too many people get injured, and therefore they can't make the money. I don't have that
And
problem.
they suck at it.
Okay,
That
so-
too, because they don't do it, they don't
So
teach it, they suck at it.
you were working together.
Yeah.
Now you're not.
But I was training him
Okay.
up, not, it wasn't really mutual other than just I got someone to train on until later on. Then it became more mutual, like mutually beneficial, like the last couple training sessions over the last 3 years. So we've only trained once this year at Old Bar, or Walden Point. We trained once the year before, right before camp last year, and then only once the year before that. So we've only done one per year over the last 3 years.
Okay.
That's it. And that'll stay that way. There'll be no more training before camp with each other, obviously.
Okay. So
Yeah.
potential championship contender. Out of the two of you, which do you believe has bitten off more than they can chew realistically?
I reckon there's different domains. Because in theory, Paul's been training longer than I have. I've trained very
How is that
differently.
theory though? I've actually done more training. That's a hard
that's
fact.
That's a fact. But you definitely
Probably.
Maybe.
5 takedowns. Also, you haven't hit a takedown in 2 years. Your last takedown was June of 2023. Same weekend as Jacob's and Annabelle's baby shower.
I don't remember this.
These are very specific.
These are
Very
much more-
specific.
Champion.
Not only is it only 5 takedowns than 2 years ago, it's always the same thing over and over again. Apart from that one double leg in 2022 October, it's just the same boring old body lock, outside trip, body lock, sag takedown. Yeah,
Okay.
that's all I've got to say about
So,
that.
Fair.
what's your answer to that? Who's bitten off more than they can chew?
Well, I'm actually definitely going to have to say there's domains to it. So his advantages are he's bigger in terms of height and reach, even though right now actually way more. Yeah, he's physically stronger, and then he's younger. So he's a good 4 years younger. Yeah, 4 years. 4 years younger. Yeah, I think it'll be 4 years. Yeah.
I'm clearly not good with statistics.
Yeah, he finished school in 2015. I finished school in 2011. So yeah, 4 years difference.
Yeah.
I am 32. I'm probably just outside of my prime. But just outside of my prime is probably good enough. The numbers don't lie. He's got 5 takedowns. Hasn't hit one in 2 years. Now, even though it's just training, it's still intense enough to be close enough to
But
what a
could
match
he,
is.
Could he be holding back?
No, that's not in his character, and it's not in mine either.
Okay.
So he won't hold back because he doesn't believe in like holding back. We don't do that. You don't do that in training because you want every advantage you got. You want to say I took him down more. You want to say you choked him more. You want to say you won. So that's that.
What do you
I have all the experience. To answer the rest of your question, just take it easy there. I have all the experience. I have all the wins in individual competition in regards to Grappling Ministries, and I have actual competition in sanctioned events down in Sydney as well.
Okay.
I've probably competed against higher level athletes than who you have.
Okay, tell us more. Where
So
have you
like
competed?
I haven't competed in sorry, let me brief it. I haven't competed like Paul has, but I've definitely gone up against athletes who compete at a higher level.
Okay, well let's get on to that. Fact or fiction?
Are you saying me or my training methods?
The
Because the
people-
first one,
the
yes.
So in the people you versed in comps, that level of competition I've gone just at training, but I've fought people who compete at higher levels.
Yeah, same here.
But
Yeah.
overall though,
Yeah, still.
you reckon you competed against people?
No, I've trained with people
Oh,
better than my
sorry,
competition.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'd say that I've probably spent more time doing that than you have.
What, over the last, 3 years while you've been injured half the time?
Yes.
Right. Sure. I don't care either way. Sorry,
Okay.
next question.
We're talking facts and fiction.
Yeah.
What's your fighting background in terms of combat? Because
Combat.
we have a rich fighting background. What other combat have you been involved in?
Since I started training, so I started 22?
Yes.
It would be 22 I started jits. Before that, zero. I've done some boxing, like with mates and a bit of kickboxing.
So that's really going to help in this context, isn't
Which,
it?
yeah, exactly. So, let's just say
What about you?
So I've been training as long as I'm in this church, basically, on and off with the grappling. But I've done everything. I've done boxing, karate, jiu-jitsu. So I've probably done more jiu-jitsu than anything, if you think about it. But as soon as that 2022 camp ended, I transitioned out of jiu-jitsu primarily into catch wrestling. So just for your information, both of you guys, jiu-jitsu and catch wrestling are very similar. They're the only two submission styles out there, because judo kind of is more of a takedown style. But there's just different philosophies behind the two.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. So bit of a difference there. What about prep? How's your prep been for this fight? Tell us a bit about the preparation and how it's been going.
probably can't say I specifically started doing prep for it.
It's too early. It's 5.5 months out.
Yeah.
Wait till January.
And I guess that probably leads into when I'm talking about that domain aspect. I would argue I've got the ability to have a better fitness level than what corporate league is. That's fair to say.
I can't argue with that because the 4 years age difference is a big thing. Like, not only am I older, but I also work in labour, so I can't push as hard in training. My labour job basically does strain my training. So, but while he has an advantage, I guess, with the cardio and the strength, that gets negated with my advantage in technique and experience.
So will his potential fitness be enough to beat the champion?
No, absolutely not.
No.
If what you had in May, back at Wallaby Point, if that's the best you got, keep in mind, I was just coming off the flu. Yeah, if that's all you got, wait till you get me when I'm not on, when I haven't got the flu, and the week of camp, I'm going to take a week off work. Or at least a couple of days. And so I won't be sore and tired after work. And I'll peak. And I can promise not just the best performance by me or by any wrestler in this Grappling Ministries thing or just church history. It's going to be the greatest athletic performance of all time in the church scene. History.
I would think that's probably the thing.
Yeah.
I don't know, Matt Locker did that.
Yeah, and what about that hand? He's trying to do.
Is that a question?
I mean, what about that?
Look, as soon as Chris told me to pull out, like 2 weeks before or something, you know,
Because I had surgery.
yeah, as soon as Chris told me about the surgery date, which is fine, like, it's fine, like, it's legit. I would have done the same thing too, for being honest. But as soon as I heard just Matt, the intensity for training went from here all the way down to here. The week off, I basically didn't sleep much either. I drank through the week, and also I just thought it'd be easy. I thought it'd be easy because I'm like Chris Brown, bigger, younger, stronger, action trains. Matt Hand, old man, smaller, doesn't train. This should be easy. It wasn't, but I also didn't have the right mindset. This will be different. If he turns up, I'll go in there like it's King Kong goes in. Yeah. Like what happened at 9 o'clock?
How much respect do you have for
Oh, there's respect there. It's all right.
Do you mean as a competitor or as a person?
Well, I think in this context, have you underestimated? How much respect do you have?
I can't underestimate it. Like, training.
And because of the family.
Yeah, but like, it's like, say, it's like fighting people who don't train. You can't be a champion against nobody.
Well, I mean, there are some promotions, even at the highest levels, that have that, for sure. It's not really.
So that, from that aspect.
Appropriate level of respect?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, what about yourself? Have you got, what respect have you got for your have you personally underestimated?
Last question, tough. Other question is, respect him as a person, respect his ability as a competitor, but I just think that his style's not good. He doesn't have the best integrated game. The things he does well, he does quite well, but then the things he does badly, I would say, or not very well, takedowns and stuff, there's no strength. So I just feel like I'm not going to win easy, but once it becomes easy, you know, I think I just run away with it, more or less. I'm not going to try and push his cardio and beat him in an athletic contest. This is an athletic contest, you know what I mean? I'm not going to pitch athleticism versus athleticism, because it's not fair. I'm not 28 anymore. But
Where
where
are
I
you
win,
going to put on the greatest athletic performance?
it's not about athleticism, though.
Okay.
It's got to be great skills as well.
Yeah.
But my skill, strategy, technique. See, I've been asking questions over the last couple of years about grappling and whatnot. Now, whether he's honest, answering honestly or not, I'd say for the most part he has. But he's been stupid enough to answer these questions and feed me all this data while I do the virtually have no return. So, yeah.
Has your data been reliable though?
Eventually, yes.
Oh yeah,
Of course.
I'm not. I don't tell fallacies.
Really?
No, that's fine.
Alright.
No.
Yeah, well, I'll be home by 4.
But I'm happy being an open book because the thing is, I think as a challenger and just as a competitor, if I can't beat you, knowing, come from my competitive background with physique and all that, it's open. As you're exposed the whole time in the leader. Nothing different. Expose your game, expose everything. It's not going to change the outcome. You're either better or you're not.
Despite the fact that it's in board shorts and the winner is subjective compared to this being objective.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, let's go down that path. Is his size and skill level going to be a problem?
I think the skill, like the areas he's good at, on bottom, in guard in particular, could be problematic, but I've still got 5 months to work on that as a thing. So our last training session, I didn't get past his guard or anything. Part of it is I can't use my technique in the gym to do it, but in the match I can, because there are some band techniques in his gym in particular versus other gyms. In my gym, the techniques I'm talking about on the neck and whatnot are banned, but I train these at my catch wrestling place and at home. So I think the bigger problem is, the fact he's big, strong. He'll have a good fitness level coming into it, but at the same time, if he focuses too much on that, not enough on the skills, on the X's and O's, the bigs and test tubes, then he's going to lose. If you don't approach this with this, all the muscles in the world, all the VO2 max in the world, nothing. Because being a champion is a lot more than that.
There we go. So really, this is the last serious question. Tell me how you fight stylistically as compared to this guy. So how do you fight stylistically and why do you think
Well, I guess stylistically, and to be fair, like, we're talking a lot about takedown and whatnot.
Which means, and the rules that I've given him with his advance says he has to do takedown. He can't just go to the ground and expect to stand. He has to stand with that.
But how about everyone else?
Fair, but you're now forced to do that every reset. So even if he taps me out, we have to go back to stand, where I automatically have to stand. Provided we fight.
So, going back to, I guess, the technique, I'm going to be able to say a submission and not a score, and that is because that's what the score and I'm going to be quite good at submission defense. It's already a strength of mine anyway. And my ability to transition into defensive options from most positions, I think is going to be a real problem. We need to get as many subs as possible, and I can sneeze on the attacks.
If you find.
If I find them.
So are you not confident you will? So if I find them, and I will, which one is it?
Wait a second.
Secret to
what about your approach stylistically? How does it compare to you?
It's the complete opposite, yes. Of course. I will agree
Oh, yeah.
with some of it.
So I will definitely say I definitely.
Yeah. It's not just about that. Like, that's why this match is so intriguing. That's why I did it in the first place. He can win. He is dangerous. However, you gave me your answer the same. If I can resolution, oh no, I change this to, oh no, I can win. It's defense first. It's defense. Jiu-jitsu is this. It's defend, counter. What happens if you're always on the defensive end? This is where jiu-jitsu, counter wrestling, albeit dark zone wrestling, after last country, it's going to be the difference. There's going to be a lot of techniques. You don't know about training style. You want to be ready to prepare for it. Not just in the stand-up, but on the ground. There are submissions you don't even know of. Remember, every submission is legal. We've only banned one takedown. That's fair. But neck cranks are on, all leg locks are on. I can't wait.
Okay, well, some question, not sort of last question, some question. Talk me through the rounds. We're going 3 rounds.
No, we're going one 10-minute round,
One 10-minute round. Okay.
and most submissions win. So it doesn't end. when someone taps the other person out. It's most goals scored in 10 minutes.
Okay, talk me through, Chris, Nemisis. Talk me through your fight. How do you still progressing in the ideal world?
He's going to take me down, he's going to attack my legs, and he's going to reset, and he's going to do it over and over. Well, this is what he was taking me to. Because, like I say, it's not what I'm training. Because that's not what I'm training. Because
you
again and
can't-
again, we're not legally natural. That being said, if I
That's
tell
just a rule in your gym. It's not legal. It's just a rule that the coaches put in.
it's all like that being said, if I tell the people that are audience, it's their game that we train them. So it's not like I can't, and it's not like I haven't in the past either.
So that's how you're planning to go with 5 years? How you plan to go?
The fight or the training?
Right.
What I'm planning for is that he just won't, I'll just, yeah, I'll stop his attacks down and then they'll expect this and then they'll be, yeah, options.
How are you going to stop him? How are you going to stop the thing you don't train?
That you're aware of.
Yeah? Because you look so confident.
Give me some deception there. How do you see it?
His name's Nemisis, not Genius.
Could be. How do you see the story going?
Okay, but basically we have to break it up within 10 minutes. So I guess it's the first 5, the second 5, or 3, 4, 3, whatever I call it. Obviously because it's 10 minutes, and it's not first person or the other, you do need to manage your energy. So that's where spiritual stuff does come in. More important than that, experience easily is more valuable than that. So yeah, all that really matters is managing your energy, but also breaking down my opponent systematically. So he's been fortunate enough, I've been fortunate enough, sorry, for him to tell me what he likes. I still remember what he likes doing. So yeah, take those strengths away,
Okay.
both physical and technical.
Well, because we're all gentlemen, I think we can get a new track.
Sure.
Can we do it?
That's the only wrestling you could do.
Okay. That's it from us.